93 Miata with a very interesting paint job on it. Don't know if it's even going to show. Oh, we taped off the license plate lights, but left the tape on. Clear coated the tail lights. Not the best tape job. Oh yeah. Went with a little silver on the windshield frame. Just took a shot in the left front. We put an aftermarket fender on it and got paid to repair that side of the bumper. Shiny, dull, completely dry. The other side had a dry section with a run in it, and I'm not sure how you do that. Some sweet body work here. Body filler in between the bumper and the fender. Oh yeah. We matched that, put a little seam sealer in there. The door, we got paid to blend, I'm not sure. Actually, I've never seen a texture like that. The hood was so bad, I prepped it with 180 grit. And there's all these marks underneath the clear coat. They must have tacked it off with a dirty tack cloth or something. That's thick. It's interesting. There's just about every paint disaster going here. All kinds of stuff went wrong. Oh, you can see the dryness there. Okay, we threw some color on. Got rid of all those black marks on the hood except for the other side where I didn't want the color to change. I don't know what they put on here for a white, but I found a Honda white that kind of matched. And taking that door down with 180 definitely helped, and the hood with 180. Got rid of some of the wild effects that were on there. Didn't get it all out, but I didn't want to blow through and start doing repairs on a hood we were just blending. Not pretty. Oh, look at that gloss. Yep, it's gonna be another one of these weekends. Supposed to go all night. It's been doing this at least one day a week this whole winter. Almost lost all the snow. We had some rain the other day, but it pretty much just turned everything to ice. It's been a good winter. Got a lot of cleanup to do this spring, I'll tell you that. I'll take the puppy for a walk. Just finished watching the sprint race. Denny Hamlin won. Good to see a little NASCAR again. Never saw a pace car catch on fire before. That was funny. And supposed to get 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and this stuff is heavy. It's weighing all the branches down. See how the trees hold up tonight. Okay, so after doing a repair on one of the worst paint jobs I've ever seen yesterday in that Mazda Miata, I've got a Suburban here with one of the most unattractive two-tone jobs I've ever seen. But we're replacing a hood and a fender. There's green I gotta come up with, a mystery color, and some kind of seriously pitted black down below. I'm just gonna dust some black into there. Just some whatever I had laying around black that's already mixed. The green was a single stage. It's hard blending into a prepped single stage. If you do any kind of extra sanding, it'll show under the clear. It's like sanding base coat and clearing over it. It's not a good idea. So I just went with a nice even 800 grit DA on the interface pad, and I'll blend into that very carefully. I still have to tint and make a color for that. I have something in the ballpark, but I'm gonna have to tint for sure. So what I did is I'm just masking from here up, shoot the black in, I'll let that dry real good, and then I'll just reverse this paper and I'll remask this line and I'll drop the paper down, and that can stay. I'll do the same with the green. I'm going to mask around it to protect overspray from getting on the white, and lay my green out into the fender, and then I'll do the same. I'll let it dry real good. You got to be extra careful with that with the waterborne base coats, and I'll cover that up, and the white should be easy. It covers really good, and normally I'd seal over that primer area, but not when I'm doing all these extra layers. Makes it too soft, and you end up ripping the paint off when you pull off your fine lines. And so let's see how this goes. Set up for a little while, blend it into all those ugly chips. Before I retape that and protect that, I'm going to mix up some of this green, do a spray out, and see just how bad the formula I have is, and maybe I'll reformulate it a little bit and start on the green. So by going through my variant decks, I came up with a color, something close out of one of those for the green. It's a very muddy, yellowy kind of green. I got it ready to go. I'm going to make a spray out. This will tell me how many coats of coverage. There's a lot of pearl in there. It might be transparent, and I'm going from a dark green door to a white primer. And if that's not going to work out well, being too transparent, I'll have to put a ground coat down, or maybe even a dark sealer on that area. This color on the chip had most of the characteristics I was looking for, but it was a touch dark. So I went into the formula here. It's called Grenade Green, by the way. I took out 10 parts. That was 73.9. I just took out a little bit of the black and left everything else intact, and we'll see where we're at. There it is with a splash of prep solvent over the waterborne base coat. Definitely needs to go greener. That's too blue. It's not too dark anymore, but I got to adjust the blue-green shift, and it needs to be definitely yellower and muddier. So I added another 3.6 parts of a yellow that looks like that, and I'm going to spray that on and see if that was too much or needs a little more. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm blending into a faded single stage metallic. It's never going to look exact no matter what I do. So okay, I'm closer, but now it seems to need kind of a orange reddish tint, maybe just a few drops, and almost close enough. So I went away from the formula, added another tint 436. Kind of has that look to it. I went 0.7, that's about 3 drops out of this. what I did was, because it was too blue, I went yellow to pull it away from the blue, but it wasn't going. It needed a little more of an orange to it, so that's why I went with that tint, and we'll see. It looks like it made a little difference. I can tell by the looks on the stick. So let's see what happens. Well, from the looks of that, I can go maybe 2 times more what I just did, and I should be in the ballpark. Alright, left side is what I started, right side is where I'm at now. You know, maybe a touch more yellow, and we're going to get this blended. It'll blend out now with what I have, I think. It'll come close. But yeah, a little more yellow. It's definitely not a blood matchable color, but I think she'll blend now good enough. And I'm going to have to put a ground coat down because I used enough paint to, I won't have enough to get coverage over that white fender now. Well, it's not quite that green, but here's some old tints I had laying around that I threw together and put them in this same cup that I just sprayed the black with. And I'll get a ground coat down because I definitely don't have enough to get 4 coats coverage over that white fender and blend. And I don't want to tint again. And while I'm at it, if I think I'll ever run into this again, I can take these notes and update this formula. It won't be exact to my spray out because every time I do a little spraying and add, it's not quite the same amounts, but it would be closer than what I started with before. Base coat, lightly faded into the door. Now I'll do it with the color I came up with. Looks like it blended pretty good. I'll let that hang out over lunch before I mask it off for the white. What's happening, guys? So it's lunch break. Enjoying a beautiful Cape Cod day in the frozen Arctic tundra. Having a McCafe here. Not too bad, not too bad. Ideally, doing a two-tone with the waterborne, I'd want to let that sit overnight and then mask it off. Or put like an interclear down just to protect it from just in case the white bleeds through the tape at all, but that's not practical with a job like this, and I can't let it sit overnight either because I just got to get it done. And it's not exactly a new vehicle, it's a bit of a beater. It was probably should have been totaled with the damage that it had, but we saved it. And this time of year that it's not humid, it's dry, I can get that stuff to dry a little easier and it tapes a little better. In the summer when it's humid, it's very difficult doing a two-tone. You really should let it sit overnight if you can, or almost heat cure it with a heat gun or something, was what I've been finding out. So can't really see it out in the sun after when I'm done clearing. See how that green blend came out. Not today. It's yeah, we just continue to have the storms here. It's snowing some more now. Well, I haven't been putting up a lot of videos because this is pretty much what I've been dealing with all winter. Take it easy, guys. pretty color combo, but the lines came out good. Clear coat time.